Hello everyone, I'm just standing here having a nice chilled glass of wine. Hey, it is so good to be back with a new Cooking with Chris episode. And we're going to be talking today about one of my, actually probably is my favorite Mexican dish ever. Always has been, always will be, no matter what I try. It's always my go-to, and that's the cheese enchilada. Except for today, we're going to talk about authentic cheese enchiladas. Many of you may know about my Texas roots. I grew up there, so I was around Mexican and Hispanic food most of my life. I have a lot of Hispanic friends that have taught me how to cook over the years, the right way, as they would say. And even though I've traveled and I love all types of Southwestern cuisine, again, the cheese enchilada, the authentic cheese enchilada, is what's my absolute favorite. Before we get started today, let me remind you, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Also, be sure and hit that little bell so that you get notifications in your email of when these new videos, recipes, and what have you are up. And I invite you to poke around the channel a little bit. We have all kinds of wonderful topics that we cover on health and wellness, weight loss, the keto diet series is on there, skincare, which is what I'm known for, and you know, just about anything you could think of, you can always ask me to do a video on, and I will take it into consideration. Several of my videos have been made because of suggestions from folks like you on YouTube who watch me. So let's talk about these wonderful, authentic enchiladas. Really, really simple to make. Although I will tell you, preparation is key to this because there's some steps that you have to do kind of in a hurry as you build these enchiladas. But beyond that, it's really a very simple recipe. Let's talk about what you need. You're going to need 12 corn tortillas, 2 cups of red enchilada sauce that you're going to want to heat up, or your favorite sauce. You can make your you can make your own sauce. They have recipes for that, but I'm going to use a pre-made sauce in this video. But again, you can make your own. 1 cup of finely chopped green onions. It's going to take about a whole package for this, and you're going to want to save some of the green onions to the side for the garnish, and I'm going to talk about the garnish toward the end of the video, so be sure you stick around so you don't miss that part. You're going to need 4 cups of white Mexican melting cheese. Cacique is a brand that's very popular in Florida, but there's usually some variety at whatever store you go to. You can find these cheeses that I'm going to be talking about in the Mexican food aisle, the international food aisle, Hispanic food aisle, and the refrigerated section. So that's where you'll find these are refrigerated fresh cheeses. You're also going to need 2 cups of finely shredded sharp cheddar cheese. It can be whatever brand you want. Authentic Mexican enchiladas have white cheese in them. However, I like to add a little cheddar. You can do that. I've done that today. And you're going to also need a package of white Mexican crumbling cheese. So you're going to need those 3 cheeses. You're going to need the white melting cheese, which is shredded. You're going to need yellow or sharp cheddar cheese, and the white Mexican crumbling cheese. You're also going to need white Mexican cream, which is Crema, which is like a sour cream. It's a Mexican version. You're going to need that for the garnish as well, so you need to have that on hand. So the first thing we're going to do in making these enchiladas is heat the oven to 350 degrees. That's going to be heating while we're doing this. We're going to get a large glass pan. We're going to make 10 to 12 enchiladas. The amount of ingredients that I'm giving you today will make up to 20. It'll feed a large family, you'll have leftovers. But for today's demonstration, I'm going to make about 12 of them for you. So you're going to need that glass dish. You want to spray that with a little Pam or a little cooking oil to make sure that these don't stick. The sauce to a boil. As you can see, it's really, really, really hot right now. So you're going to bring that sauce to a boil. And the reason you're going to do this is so that you can dip the tortillas which have a habit of breaking it when they're fresh. If they're not softened first, they'll break. So we want to soften the tortillas up, and we want to dip them one at a time in there into the sauce for just about 10 seconds. Just enough to coat it. Just enough to coat it there and soften it up. Otherwise, when you go to roll it, it'll tend to break. You see it already got a little cut in it just from me picking it up with these. So it's very important that we do that. Then you're going to take some of the cheese, and about a handful, and you're going to put in the very middle. And just press it down a little bit, because we make sure we put plenty of cheese. Now, if you're using the green onions, you just sprinkle a few in there. Very simple, right? And then you're going to roll the tortilla to form the enchilada and put it seam down like that, seam down. And then that way you'll put them one beside the other. You can do about 12 in a pan. So that's how you make the tortilla and roll it into what's the enchilada, the cheese enchilada. Have a pan full of these, then you're going to take the sauce and you're going to pour some of the sauce over there. You're going to pour the rest of the sauce. You can do it, you can use the pan. I don't like it to slosh, so I do it this way. You just want enough sauce to cover them, and you're going to save some remaining sauce, about half a cup, for when you go to garnish these after they've been in the oven for 25 minutes. Then you're ready to go. So these go in the oven just as is at 350 for 15 to 20, 25 minutes till they're kind of bubbling, the cheese is melted out, and then we'll look at how we garnish them. So as you can see, these have turned out beautifully, and now, because presentation is everything, as you may know with me, we're going to kind of spiff this up a little bit. We're going to garnish it, even though it looks delicious just as it is. But as I said, I think presentation, especially if you're serving this to your family or friends, is everything, or even just for yourself. So the garnish is super easy. Remember, we saved some of the sauce. So we're going to simply just pour that across the top just like this, right? Like this. And then we're going to sprinkle a little bit of cheese, the crumbled cheese. We're going to sprinkle that just a little bit across the top. It's not melted, okay? And then we're going to take our crema, our Mexican cream, and we're simply going to just drizzle it across the top like that. Not a lot. And then if you are doing the green chopped onions, just a garnishment of those, and you're ready to go. Doesn't that look really nice? I like to put a sprig or two of fresh green onion on the top, and we're ready to serve. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe today. It looks delicious, doesn't it? It is one of my favorites. It's so easy and it's so delicious, and I guarantee you will have your guests and your family begging you to make them again. The ingredients, the recipe, the how-to, and the nutritional information will be in the video description box below. So if you want to check that out, you can do that. And in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy this delicious cheese enchilada that I just made. It's still piping hot. Enjoy.